Hello, Elvises. Okay, so today I thought it'd be cool to show you something that I enjoy that you also can do. So something I really liked as a kid and growing up and I still enjoy is origami. Now, some origami can get very, very complicated, but I'm going to show you something really easy you can make and it's super fun. You don't need much. So I'm going to show you what they look like. They're called wishing stars. So I have a jar of them. I enjoy them. They're little paper stars you can make that are like three-dimensional. You can make a ton of them like I did, and you get a collection. So this is what they look like. I have a ton of these stars. A ton. So I'm going to show you how to make them, and it's super easy. You don't need much, so stick with me and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so first things first, we need material. We need a piece of paper, any color, a pencil, scissors, or a paper slicer like I'm going to use. And then we're ready to go. So the first step is to measure out just over a centimeter and then make a tick mark so you know where to cut, or for my instance, use a paper slicer. So just make that tick mark and you're ready for the next step. So now that I have my tick mark, I'm going to use a straight edge to make that line go all the way down the paper so I know where to cut. And here I am drawing my line. Not hard. Just want to make sure everything's even. So now I'm going to take my paper slicer and I'm going to cut down that line that we drew. So now you can see what we'll be working with. It's just this strip of paper. It's just over a centimeter in width. Okay, so when making a wishing star, the reason why it's called a wishing star is because you can write a wish that you hope comes true on the strip of paper before we fold it. So I'm just writing my little wish, and you can write whatever you want on it. Just a wish for you. So you can see I have my little wish. I hope everyone has a good day, or a great day. Okay, so now that we have our strips, we're going to use them to start making our star. So you want to start off by making a loop. So I'm just going to fold it around my finger, and it's going to end up looking kind of like a ribbon. So now once you have your ribbon, mine came undone, but that's okay. You just make the fold again. You're going to stick this flap through the loop. We're going to make kind of a knot, but out of paper. So then you pull it through, and the goal is to try and make the edges as crisp as possible. So you'll see me kind of tug and pull until I get this corner at the upper right hand of the star, of the paper. And once I feel like my point is solid, I'm going to pinch it all down. So I fidget with mine a lot. I just like to be really pointy. So now that I have that point, I'm going to pinch. Make sure everything's flat. So now I'm going to flip it over so it looks kind of like I have a foot. And I'm going to take this small little flap and I'm going to match it up to the upper left hand side. And I'm going to pinch once I have it all lined up. So pinch. Now I'm going to unfold it and I'm going to use this pocket and I'm going to stick the flap inside of that pocket. And it should line up with the fold you just made with the little flap. But it just fits in like that. So it'll look like this at the bottom. So this is what you should have. So now I'm going to flip it and I'm going to take the long flap and I'm going to line it up with the left side. So you can see me lining it up there. And once it's lined up with this side, I'm going to pinch it down. So pretty lined up. And I'm going to pinch, 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 pinch it all down so it stays in place. Now I'm going to flip it over again and bring the flap up, but this time to the right side. So you can see me line it up with the right edge. And once it's lined up, I just pinch, 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 pinch. Now I'm going to flip it over again. And this time we're going to go back to the left side, line it up with that left edge, and pinch, 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 pinch. Flip it over again to the right side. And you're just going to keep on repeating this process until you run out of paper to fold with. And you'll see me do that pretty quickly. So now that I'm at the end, I don't have enough to make another flap or fit in that pocket. It's too big. So I'm actually just going to rip off a small portion of it so it will fit in the flap or in the pocket. So now I'm going to open our pocket like we did at the beginning, and I'm going to stick the flap inside. Like so. And then pinch, pinch, pinch everything down. And you're left with a pentagon shape. It should look something like this. So now the fun part of making the actual star. On every flat side, you're going to apply pressure in the middle so we start getting the points of a star. So I like to use my nails, it just works, but you can also just pinch it with your fingers. So you can see me making one indent. And this part kind of takes practice, so it might not be perfect the first time, but that's just fine. Practice makes perfect. And you'll see after I have the basis of where I know I want my points to be, I'll go around and kind of pinch them just to make them more apparent, more crisp. And then you have your wishing star. And I can add it to my collection. It's not the best, but it works. And you're all done. Hope you enjoy.